It's obvious. It's so obvious. And yet, I think we need to talk about it. So this is clearly a buddy film. And it's clearly a buddy film in the most classic of styles where you've got a wise-cracking wise ass
Yep.
and a straight man.
Yep.
So let's talk about 48 Hours. And I'm going to tell you what 48 Hours is all about.
You tell me and everyone here.
Okay, great. 48 Hours, made in 1982, one of the best years for making things, including myself.
Were you made in... Oh, sorry.
I was made in 1982.
You were made in 1982.
I was.
Great.
Is a buddy cop action comedy that pairs hard-edged San Francisco detective Jack Cates, played by Nick Nolte, with fast-talking convict Reggie Hammond, played by Eddie Murphy. When two violent cop killers break out of a prison, Cates is forced to partner with Hammond, granting him a 48-hour release from prison to help track them down. The unlikely duo initially clash, both in personality and approach, but soon develop a grudging respect for each other as they navigate danger, criminal underworlds, and their mutual distrust. This film marked Eddie Murphy's breakout role, with his sharp wit and comedic timing providing a perfect counterpoint to Nolte's gruff, cynical cop. Their chemistry drives the film, making it more than a simple action flick. It was directed by Walter Hill, and it balances intense action sequences with moments of humor, ultimately becoming a defining example of the buddy cop genre and arguably leading to other buddy films like Deadpool and Wolverine.
That's a great synopsis. Congratulations on the synopsis.
Thank you. Do you like how it was put together?
Yeah, I thought it was very well put together.
I worked hard on it.
I know you did.
ChatGPT and I did some serious work on this.
Well, I think the two of you are
Unstoppable?
good buddies.
Good.
You know, you're a good duo.
ChatGPT just keeps wisecracking though. I have to keep it in line all the time.
Yeah, he's a crazy fellow.
Yeah.
I've just put the voice on him. Have you done that?
No?
Yeah, so I actually talk to ChatGPT now.
That's creepy.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Wendy thinks it is.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Anyway, so you thought that this was obvious for Deadpool and Wolverine. I didn't even think about it.
Oh, interesting. What did you think about?
Well,
we'll get to that. But
we'll get to that.
In terms of buddy films, that crossed your mind, surely.
No, it didn't. Not until you told me, and you did tell me. But when you did, I thought, that's genius. This is just 48 hours done today.
Yeah. 48 hours with all the CG budget in the world.
Yeah.
This is what you can do.
48 hours, 40 years later.
Yes. 48 Hours has the scene, but it's not in the car, it's next to a car, where the two of them fight it out.
It's the same scene.
It's the same scene.
It's the same scene.
And it's because they just have to. It's kind of like Nick Nolte's character just goes, all right, I've had it with you. Let's go. You know what I mean? And they just have to fight.
These two characters, could they be any more perfectly aligned? Like Eddie Murphy, you watch him back and just these sort of sassy, a bit campy sometimes, sort of his sort of cute little walk.
Yeah.
He's so Deadpool.
Yeah.
And his wisecracks, like the tone of his wisecracks in 48 Hours it could be Deadpool.
Yeah. Yeah. And what I love about rewatching this film now, so many years on, it's a little bit slow to start with, but around sort of like 40 minutes in, it kind of finds its legs, pace-wise, and it just becomes the most fun thing to watch. And you're literally watching Eddie Murphy figure out how to be an actor.
Yes, you are.
Just like moment by moment, he's just trying to piece together drama and like, how do I do this stuff? It's great.
He works it out.
He does.
And I'll tell you what, who doesn't need to learn how to be an actor is Nick Nolte.
No, he's got it nailed.
He's great, as does Hugh Jackman, which is why they're so perfectly aligned as well. Like
right.
Nick Nolte just feels like he's a big man, and he feels like he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders. He's had some hard luck. He's drinking too much. Everything's wrong. He's exactly like good old Wolverine in the alternate universe.
Yes, absolutely. Great. Well, I'm glad that one lands with you.
It does. Do you know the scene that I liked even better than the fisticuffs scene?
Yeah.
And that speaks to the similarities a bit, is the scene afterwards when they're straight after punching each other's heads in. They're at some place looking in the mirror, both sort of fixing up their faces,
Yeah.
perfectly comfortable with each other.
Yeah, best mates suddenly.
Best mates.
Yeah.
It's like Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, it's the sort of that age-old thing where people say that if two blokes have a problem, they just got to fight it out, and then
Yeah.
they'll be best mates.
Yeah, incredible. It doesn't age well in some respects,
No.
but in others, I kind of like that. I like having a document of the times.
Me too, actually. Yeah, it's pretty racist throughout. And then also, you can see through it the seeds of Beverly Hills Cop. Like you can see that's coming. And if I were to choose a film to just sit down and enjoy with the family or with friends, it'd be Beverly Hills Cop. However, as like a point in time where Eddie Murphy's figuring out who he's going to become as an actor and a comedian on film, like it's pretty great.
Cool.